Task 1. Company Profile. Assalamualaikum and good day to society and all lecturers. I'm Ahmad Fitri, so today I'm going to present my part, which is Company Profile. First is Company Background. Empayar Bangsawan Sendirian Berhad is a Kuching-based Bumi-Putra construction company established on 3 February 2014 as a G5 contractor according to CIDB. We have involved in the project value that are not exceeding more than 5 million ringgit. Running towards our 7 years of operating, we are committed to providing our client a total satisfaction in terms of quality of work. Next is company mission and vision. Our company mission is to provide the best construction to customer by using our expertise in the design, manufacture and installation of building components, while our company vision is to become one of the top Bumi-Putra construction company in Malaysia. Corporate information. Empayar Bangsawan Sendirian Berhad was started by our CEO, Muhammad Karani bin Idrus, and our DCEO, Angelina Belayau Anak John, on the year of 2014. After that, they invited 8 people who specialize in construction field to be part of company board of director. With the assistance of dedicated professional and staff, we offer our specialty in various forms of construction including residential, commercial and industrial building. This is our company organization chart. As mentioned before, our CEO, IR Muhammad Karani bin Idrus, our DCEO, Angelina Belayau Anak John, and other 8 members of Board of Director. Fifa Hazira Izzati as Head of Human Resource Management, Malcolm Mijim as our Head of Project Department, Muhammad Ainim Shamim as our Head of Quantity and Estimate Department, Patrick Carlos as Head of Land Surveying Geometric Department, Bradley Terence as our Head of Financial and Account Department, Ain Mishatul Wadah as Engineering Department Director, Noor Iman Anisha as Head of Building Safety and Building Maintenance, and Ahmad Fitri, which is me, as Head of Building Plan and Contract Department. As for today, our company consists of 20 main staff and 10 supporting staff, where each of them has their own responsibility or role in the construction process.
My name is Malcolm. For our financial sources of our company, it has been supported by our own shareholders and also by the financial institution. From our shareholders, we have collected 1.5 million ringgit, which is 10 of us as the board of director contribute 10% each, which is 150,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, from the financial institution, we have borrowed 750,000 ringgit from 2 different banks, which is CIMB and Maybank, which will be total up become 1.5 million too. Therefore, 1.5 million from the shareholders and 1.5 million borrowed from the financial institution, so it will be total up become 3 million ringgit. This is a list of machineries that owned by our company. Some of them new, but most of them are used, which is second-hand. The reason why we chose second-hand was because in order to save our company budget, so we will prefer to buy the second-hand and used machineries. But we will make sure all of it will well function and well maintained before use in order to prevent unwanted incident. This is the tool and equipment that we have at the moment in our company. Most of them will be replaced manually as it is not necessary to be used repeatedly, unlike the machineries. This is some of our main supplier for our construction material. They also provide credit facility to us as we already become part of their business partner. This is the list of the ongoing projects that are still in progress in our company, which the longest one was from 2018 and the latest one is 2021. Meanwhile, this is the list of the completed project which already had been handing over to the client. 2016, we have completed a project about project package keberangsangan khas PRK walkabout, proposed extension to existing for St. Faith Church 2017, construction of new steam boiler, and 2020 proposed rectification to work to MPV atrium roof and Majlis Pemandaran Palawan.
Next stage is stage 2A, which is the preparation and submission of tender document.
Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. My name is Ifa Hazira Izzati and I'm one of the head of directors from Empayar Bangsawan Sendirian Berhad. Now I'm going to explain briefly on task 2A. This is the task where we prepared the tender document to be submitted to Dewan Bandaraya Kuala Lumpur. First of all, we bought the tender document, which is part of the tendering process. After that, we fill in the form to apply the tender document, which we fill in all the details of the company. The price for the tender document is 400 ringgit and we paid this amount to DBKL. This is how the form of tender document application looks like. Our CEO, Mr. Muhammad Karani bin Idrus, is the buyer of the document. We also fill in the telephone numbers and fax numbers so that DBKL can inform us the feedback of the application easily. We also stated the name of the document that we desired on the form, and we submitted this form on 29th of April 2021. We did the payment to Bendahari Dewan Bandaraya Kuala Lumpur through postal order, since we can only pay through money order, postal order or bank draft. As usual, the name of the CEO will be stated clearly on the postal order. Each of these postal order is worth 100 ringgit. We need to prepare all the required documents that have been asked by DBKL. Besides, it is important for us to arrange the contents according to the sequences as what have been listed by DBKL, and the listed contents are SNSCs to all the contractors on what we should insert in our tender document. This is table of contents of the tender document from DBKL. We need to arrange all the documents based on this table of contents to avoid any mistake during the tender document preparation. We also have a checklist right here. This checklist is important so that we will not forget any other supporting documents that are needed, such as bank statement, audited company bank account, experience of the company, details of staff, and many more. All these supporting documents have been inserted together with the tender document. All the important forms, such as form of tender, A form, B form, and others were being completed and filled in completely. The forms are important to be submitted since it is as a reference or evidence to be shown to DBKL. This is the form of tender. The contract number of the desired project is PWD/DBKL/KL234/2021, and this form has been signed by our company CEO, Mr. Muhammad Karani Idrus, and was being witnessed by our Quantity and Estimating Director, Mr. Muhammad Ainim Shamlim Effendi. We also need to submit this form, which means that we agree and understand all the terms and conditions and requirements of the tender document. The last one is summary of tender. This is the result of the pricing of the preliminaries and bills of quantity that we have counted. The total of the pricing is 5,574,936 ringgit and 41 cents. This is the price after we built up the rates for preliminaries work, piling works, building works, mechanical works, external works, and provisional sum.
Assalamualaikum and hello to society. Today I would like to present task to be prelims estimate build up and build up work. There are 14 items on preliminaries work. The first one is signage, second one is fencings, the third one is contractor site office, the fourth one consultant site office, next is SO site office, guardhouse, wash pit, 2 units of workers accommodation, portable toilet, water tank, canteen, meeting room, dry store, and wet store. The total rate for preliminary works are 167,826.68 cents. Next, in this drawing, there are all 14 items for preliminary works and the location of the item and also the proposed building location.
Hello, my name is Angelina, and let's move on to build-up rates for building works. In general, build-up rates consist of estimation of price for works such as excavation, piling, formworks, reinforcement bar, concreting works, roofing, walls, doors, and windows. Now, how do the prices in the build-up rate for building works are being established? Firstly, the prices are built up from material costs, labor costs, and unit rates. And sometimes capital costs also be included, especially for work such as excavation. Material cost. Material cost is cost of materials that are used to build the structures of the building. The examples of materials are such as cement, sand, aggregate, timber, etc. Labor cost. Labor cost is the amount of money that our company will pay to the laborers for the specified works that they conducted. The inclusion of labor costs in the build-up rates could help our company to track and determine the direct and indirect prices we pay for the labors. Unit rate. Unit rate is the allocation of monetary value to a unit of measurement for a given item in the bill of quantities. Unit rate is being calculated by adding the material costs, labor costs, with the profits and overheads. As a summary, the total of build-up rate for the building works is 2,199,648.94 cents. Next up, we have the quotation of price for materials. Quotation of price is basically the estimated cost for a particular product or services. Our company received quotation of price for materials such as ready-mix concrete, reinforcement bars, cement, fine and coarse aggregates, and others. Not to mention, these quotations of price for the materials are received from various suppliers such as Macro Dimension Sindrian Berhad, YTL Cement, Jong Empayar, SOCSO Enterprise, and other suppliers.
Assalamualaikum to society. My name is Ainisha Tuwarda. I will talk about Task 3A, which is Performance Bond and Insurance Policy for this project. Our bank guarantee is Maybank, and this bank will deduct 5% of the contract sum, which will equal to 278,747 ringgit and 82 cents. Contractor All-Risk Insurance Policy. This policy is 100% based on price of our tender. The total amount including service tax, which is 6%, we will get 125,188 ringgit and 65 cents. For public liability insurance policy, the amount is 3,768 ringgit and 40 cents, which is 30% from the tender price, that equivalent to 1,672,480 ringgit and 92 cents. Workmen Compensation Insurance Policy is 1,114,987 ringgit and 20 cents, including 20% of the total contract sum. Lastly, Employee Social Security Scheme, or known as SOCSO. The Employee Contribution KWSP are from 30 ringgit and 60 cents to 49 ringgit and 40 cents. That's all for me. Thank you.
Next is project planning.
I'm Patrick Alos. As for project planning, here is the site layout of the project. It consists of proposed building and preliminary building. Pathway for entrance and exit also provide for more smoother traffic on the site. Next is Master Work Program Gantt chart. Based on the Gantt chart, this project is a 2-year project and start on 3rd June 2021 until 3rd June 2023. Here is the arrow network diagram, which work as a graphical portrayal of activities and events of the project. Arrow network diagram show activity relates to the other project, sequence of the activities, and the need perform some tasks before the other tasks. Next is cash flow. As we can see, the total cost of this project is 5,574,936 ringgit and 48 cents. August 2021 is the highest monthly montage with 9.69% of the total cost. It is include the cost of preliminaries, piling work, and work below lowest floor finish. As for the financial S curve, it is convert from the cash flow. Lastly, this is the physical S curve, and as we can see, the busiest month is on November and December of 2022. Work include in this both months are plumbing, mechanical, electrical work, and external work.
Hi, have a good day, society and all the lecturer. My name is Terence Anaripchi. First of all, I going to present on the labor schedule. Labor schedule is the process of coordinating employees to ensure projects are completed on time, within budget, and to the client satisfaction. This is one of example of our company labor schedule. Next is the bar chart for labor. As can see from the table and the bar chart, the highest number of labor for 1 month is on January 2022, which reached 408 labors per month. Next is plant and machinery schedule. Proper selection and planning of equipment is very important for every construction. Planning of equipment depends upon nature and quality of work and time available for completion. This is one example for our company plant machinery schedule. Next is bar chart for plant and machinery. The highest number of plant and machinery that we'll be using is 150 nodes per month, which is in October and November 2021. Last schedule is material schedule. The material schedule in construction is the equipment that lists all of the building materials that are required to complete project, and material schedule are often organized based on the category for the building, with different schedule for each component. This is one of example of our company schedule. Next is I going to present for method statement. Method statements are frequently requested as part of a tender and are intended to give the company an opportunity to show how they can provide the goods and service and give client an insight into the company methods of operation and duration. This is an example of our method statement, which consists of operation, work, quantity, method, example, diagram, tools, plant and machinery, labor, material, output, and duration. Lastly, for presentation is resource allocation list. In the construction business, resource allocation is essential to project management, maintaining control over and prioritizing team member allocation enable the development of workforce planning method that guarantee organizational objectives are fulfilled and projects are completed effectively. This is our company resource allocation list. Concrete and cement, building materials, metal and steel, tiles, pen, electrical, and pipe. That is all from me. Thank you.
Lastly is stage 4, which is project management.
Hello and good day. My name is Nur Iman Anisha and I will present about our site organization chart. So this is our site organization chart where the project manager will leading the work of a team, followed by site clerk and project engineer, where he will manage technical and engineering project, then followed by subordinate, which are project management, site management and safety and health. This site team will handle the project on site until it completed. So this is our site safety implementation plan. Based on the site layout, we already provided our safety signage on site location where it is important for the workers' awareness of safety on site to prevent from any unpredictable happens, which is injury. This is our safety and health policy manual where it is already been verified by our Chief Executive Office, Muhammad Khairani bin Idrus. We provided our safety policy for our safeguarding the health and safety of our employees to give protection to the employees from injury or occupational disease. Daily work report. Our site daily report that has been prepared by site supervisor, where it is stated that the works that has been carried out on 22nd of December 2021 are installing the reinforcement bar to the ground beam, installing the formwork to the ground slab, installing the reinforcement bar to apron slab, installing the formwork to apron slab, and concreting work to the ground beam. Plus, type of the grade concrete that has been used for this work is G30. Our company had applied for extension of time due to the movement control order, so we wrote a letter of application of EOT number 1 due to the MCO then submitted to the client with the supporting document that we already attached, where we had to delay or stop the construction works on site for the sake of workers' safety and health and due to the government order because of dangerous disease. Next, our company had applied for EOT due to exceptionally adverse weather under clause 43.1b. We wrote a letter of application number 2 due to this reason. Plus, we attached the supporting document as our evidence where our site location was flooded due to the heavy rain that did not stop falling in each day. So this is our CPM that already been rearranged with the date of EOT that has been approved by the authority. Based on this CPM, we had made a new date for the sum of the works. So the completion date for this project to be finished has been changed, which is September of 3rd, 2023, included 3 months of EOT, where the originally date was June of 3rd, 2023.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Muhammad Khairani bin Idrus, and there are 3 things that I am going to talk about, which are number 1, monthly progress report, number 2, monthly progress claim, and number 3, certificate of completion and compliance. The first one is monthly progress report. Monthly progress report is a report prepared by a contractor every month about the progression of construction work at construction site, and this report will be issued to the client. There will generally be a summary of the reports received and discussion held at the construction progress meeting, or today we can call it as a site meeting. Construction progress report may include contract information, executive summary, master work program, summary of progress claim, schedule of manpower, material, plant and machineries, variation order, quality assurance and quality control, weather report, and last but not least, progress photograph. Here is the example of data of physical S-curve for the month of June 2022, where we can make a comparison between actual work plan and actual work progress. Next is the financial S-curve. Explain the comparison between the actual proposed account monthly, which have been done in project planning, and propose account monthly for extension of time EOT. Next, I'm going to explain about the monthly progress claim. So the monthly progress claim is an invoice from contractor to client for a payment of completed works in construction site. The contractor shall make a letter of application of interim payment after their works on site is completely done. The process of payment to the contractor will be the form of interim payment certificate. Here is the example of the interim payment certificate that will be received by the contractor. So this interim payment certificate is a regular payments of which the value that will be taken into account is the value of work done on the construction site, and the client must honor the certificate. Here is the summary of claim for the month of June 2022. We explain the total claim of the construction works done by the contractor since the first month, June 2021, until the current month, June 2022. Next is the summary of claim number 1 until number 13, where this summary of claim explain all the claim that have been done by the contractor Empayar Bangsawan Sdn Bhd and the payment by the DPKL. Next, I'm going to talk about the Certificate of Completion and Compliance (CCC) and G-Form. Certificate of Completion and Compliance (CCC) is a certificate which provides a final sign-off on construction of a building. It's an assessment undertaken by industry professionals to ensure the building constructed according to plan, secure, and suitable for habitation. CCC contains various criteria to ensure the construction is thoroughly evaluated. Among the factors involved are the foundations, earthworks, plumbing, drainage, street lighting, landscaping, and fire safety. So this is the example of the Certificate of Completion and Compliance for the Empayar Bangsawan Sdn Bhd. Next, I'm going to explain about G-Forms. So G-Forms is the forms that used to comprise a 21-stage certification required for completion throughout the project. These forms give approval for different elements such as earthworks and drainage systems as mentioned earlier, and they are important for CCC. There are 21 stage certification, and all these forms are required for completion throughout the project. So this is the example of a G-form. So G1 is for the kerja-kerja tanah or earthworks, and G2 forms is the forms for pemancangan tanda. That's all from our company. Thank you very much.